Package open, gotta free it in a hurry.
Hey.
Drop it in a seam, snap a pick and spit a bar flurry. The spinning racks need refill, but I'm really not worried.
Okay.
It's the most beautiful thing in the words of Keith Murray. Dipping out in a low and slow-mo tipping.
Woo.
Just one tap and it hops up like pogo sticking. This is not a put together, like Robo Chicken.
Wow.
Still original condition, number match, no parts missing.
Right.
Willowbrook and Alondra Polo over right there. At the Made in Compton store, I can get something to wear. For men, women, and children, all prices fair.
Thank you.
Got fresh top to bottom. And I slid up out of there, hops right back in the low looking like new money.
Sure do.
Stare all you want, but can't take none from me. Ain't none bouts this cute, sweet, nor funny.
Nope.
Outside in a low ride, rain, sleet, or sunny.
Cool.
The back window's still empty, ain't earned a plaque yet. Not a renegade rider. Hub City was set. Until next time, one thing you can bet. I'll be on my grind double time, pushing a line extra shine drips wet. And you ain't seen none yet.
That was incredible. Much respect.
Did you ask though? Did you? Did you ask about the 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. the secret deal? Oh, don't be moving too fast though. Walk right in like you already know. Walk in chill like what's the deal? They might smile like it's real. Oh, it's real. No live signs, no big display. But the ones who ask get blessed that day. Try and say why you look fly too. Whole outfit got a vibrant new. Don't be shy. Just ask one time. You might walk out feeling extra fine. Friend respects. Wait, you didn't ask? Did you ask though? Don't miss out. 2 p.m., 5 p.m. flow. Every day made it count the stove. Now you know.
Welcome to Bone with Friends. Welcome to Bone with Friends. Tonight I got my hey, what's up with it, Damon?
All right. What's going on?
Okay, I got Doob and Damon tonight, so we're gonna have an action-packed show. So hey, I'd like to thank everybody in advance for tuning in to Bone with Friends. We got a lucky surprise. We got Doob and we got Damon. So Damon, man, me and you go way back. We went back to like Ralph Bunch.
Man, Ralph Bunch, man. Way back.
Man, for real. So what was your childhood like growing up in Compton?
Oh man, shit. Compton was great, man. Shit. I had a great childhood growing up. Learned a lot of lessons, obviously, during that childhood, during those times. But yeah, man. Nothing but good.
What lessons did the streets or the community teach you early on in life?
Oh man. Well, first of all, man, I don't know about so much the community, but the streets taught me a lot in life, man. Like most cats, I kind of on the fence. I straddled the fence a little bit, until I made up my mind what I wanted to do. But if I could say anything the streets taught me, man, is to stay true to yourself, and keep that head on the swivel.
Man. So, hey, Doob, I wanted to ask you, man, what you think about when you hear people say you was born lucky, or they was born lucky? Do you believe in the born lucky thing? Doob.
Oh yeah. I can hear you a little bit. It was going in and out. What was the question?
I say, do you believe in that phrase, people was born lucky?
Say it one more time, homie. It was glitching a little bit. I'm sorry about that.
Do you believe in the phrase that people were born lucky?
People born lucky. Nah, not really. I don't really believe in that. Nah. Nope. Not really. I mean, What is luck? You know, I believe everything happens how it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It was supposed to happen. So you gotta ask that question. What is luck? It depends on depends on people's point of view of what they believe in too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in the word
Yeah.
luck itself. Yeah.
So Damon, what do you remember first about the first job you got working with the city of Compton, and how did it come about?
Man, my first job working with the city of Compton, man, I started as a summer youth worker. Um, it was a short little program, short stint, and then I turned right back around. I was actually out there painting the streets and whatnot and curbs, and I remember, man, reflecting. I'd be driving through the city, and I'd be like, "Damn, I painted that right there." You know, so that was my first little gig with the city, but it wasn't permanent. But my first permanent gig with the city was a janitor's position, and that just from me going back, reapplying, figuring out, you know what, this city shit ain't such a bad thing. Let me go and check this out. Give myself some stability a little bit. Stop jumping from just job to job, and so try to
Yeah.
tackle that, held down a career. So yeah, man, that was my first little run with the city right there.
Yeah. So starting as a janitor, what kept you motivated every day to show up?
Uh, Honestly, man, my kids. Gil Garcetti kept me showing up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Y'all know child support is a cold game, man. That's a whole other system right there. You can do a whole podcast on that itself. That's a whole other system, man, that they're trying to get you in. But nevertheless, again, want to provide for my family, man. Want to be someone my boys could look up to. That's what kept me going.
So far as your work ethics, I know you got good work ethics. What did you learn in the janitor position that people might overlook?
Oh man, ain't no job too small. There's no job that's too small, and be proud of what you do, man. It's $1 million janitors out there. I learned that early on that it's not so much as they say what you do is how you do it. You can be a crappy janitor, you can make $9-10 an hour, or you can be a janitor that really knows his trade and has a passion for his trade and make $1 million a year. So it's levels, as they say, it's levels to it.
So when did you realize you could move up within public works?
Man, I worked as a janitor for about 5 years. Got into public works, and the first crew they put me on was a trash crew. And man, I just enjoy it. I enjoy cleaning up the city. Again, I love seeing the difference that I made in the community. You can go back and see those results. I'm a results type of person. If I'm not seeing results, I kind of, like most people, I'll tend to kind of fall back. But with that job, you can actually see the results, man. So yeah, I love that. Freeze up on us. There you go.
Yeah. So when did you realize you could move up in public works?
So man, like I said, I moved. I realized early on that you can move up in public works. From the very beginning, man, I kind of peeped the landscape, and seeing these guys, man, I'm working with these, and I came in as a young cat, but I seen these guys, man, I'd be riding with them and didn't even know. I'd ask them, we listen to the same music, whatnot, and I'd ask them, man, how old are you? I'm 56. I'm like, what? 56? You've been here 56 years? Oh, okay. So this is a real career. People are making lives out of this, raising families. And that's when I realized, I said, you know what, man, there's something more to this place than just, staying in one position. And that's when I decided, I said, man, I can really make a lifestyle out of this, make a life out of this, and move on up. So again, early on, man, I figured that out.
So what habits helped you grow from entry level to leadership roles?
Staying again, man, staying consistent. Consistency is a key in my opinion. Being consistent, and when I mean consistent, consistently on your gig, consistently growing, consistently trying to learn something, never getting complacent on your job. That's the key right there, man.
Okay, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and I'll be back with some more questions.
All right.
Let's go. Yeah. Go.
On the go, when the go 6-4. Sitting real low, not cut yet, though. Just hit the toe and fresh beer from the made in Compton store. On the go, when the go 6-4. Sitting real low, not cut yet, though. Just hit the toe and fresh beer from the made in Compton store. On the go, when the go 6-4.
Shout out Herb Tech.
DM him for your own custom video. So, dude,
Yes, sir.
man, enlighten me on some of that good game.
Man, where would to start? And we just, and we just out here living life, man. Trying to be righteous, man. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was explaining to you when I was with you the other day, I was like, telling you about the Leimert Park situation. Not to drag that back in, but it just reiterates as you trying to live your life, how it's always that negativity that's always around too at the same time, Like I say, most of them people around there, they know me. I got a history with Leimert Park, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very righteous man, you know what I'm saying? I come with righteousness. So when there's all that negativity come around, I already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And some of the brothers up there already told me what it is too. It's just when dudes see you come around, it's like that's it. They hate that because you ain't bringing that. They bring all the negativity around. So when I come around, it's like all that shit stops. So all the positive come around. You get what I'm talking about? So it's like a conflict of interest. It'd be a conflict of interest with them dudes. So I mean, I feel like that's the only reason why they get at me like that. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about peace. And just trying to better ourselves in the community, especially over there. So I don't even see how stuff like, how the dudes over there can let that go on. You know what I'm saying? By Leimert being pretty much like a sacred garden, like shit, no negativity go on over there. So it just shows you that it's still out here and we still dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. But at the end of the day, the righteous will prevail, and I stand on that.
So, Damien, were there moments you feel like giving up? And if so, to the viewers that feel like giving up, what helped you push through?
Man, I definitely have had times where I felt like giving up. Again, like I said, man, thanks to Gil, man, I had that good old child support come out my check. I remember working weeks, man, working the 2 weeks. Everybody happy when they got their check and they popping, you know what I'm saying? Everybody happy. I look at my check, it's like $200. I'm supposed to be making like $800, you know? So I say for those who want to give up, man, don't give up. Because when you give up, that's when you lost. That's when the game is over. Don't never give up. You got to just grind through it. Just grind through. You know what I'm saying? I always call it putting your head down, just run.
Yeah. That's some good advice right there. So what were some of the toughest times or the toughest challenges working for the city?
Oh, man. It's a lot of challenges working with the city, man. We got high management turnover. But I think one of the toughest things, man, was the entitlement, man. You walk into that place, man, there's a lot of entitlement, man. Like I said, you got that's a career job. So you got folks, again, they've been there 25, 30 years, some 40 years, spent a whole lifetime there, you know. So that being said, you can imagine how the entitlement is. You know, people think they owe something, you know, and they forget the rules of the game. They forget the hard work. They forget what got them to how they got there. They forget about all that. They forget how, you know, the journey, and they just feel like they're entitled to something just because they've been there. So I think that was one of the hardest challenges, man, working with those entitled folks, and me, again, trying to bust my ass to make it to the top, or, you know, I'm not even saying to make it to the top, to get a better position, even, you know, make a better life for mine. It was just tough working with those entitled folks sometimes. Just something you have to learn to deal with, something you have to learn to work around, you know, like anything else in life. It's just a workaround to everything.
So did you ever face disrespect or being underestimated? If so, how did you handle it?
Most definitely. I mean, definitely was underestimated. And, you know, there was I don't really deal with too much disrespect. I cut that off kind of from the gate. You know, that's another thing you kind of learn from the streets as well. You know, you can't really let too much disrespect slide. Some stuff you can let slide, but, you know, disrespect is kind of, you know, it's a tough one right there. So, what was the second part of that question, Brother Monk? I'm sorry.
It was like, have you ever been disrespected or underestimated? And if so, how did you handle it?
Oh yeah. And then as far as how I handled it, man, I just, you know, I just stayed true to myself and just ran my program. You know, my program is framed up by respect in itself. So I lead with respect, and you know, like I say, killing with kindness, man. Like, you know, again, I figured out this is a career job, man. Let me go ahead and kill you with some kindness, you know, and just do my thing. And I figured out at the end of the day, I'm always winning. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, I'm doing the right things. I get to sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm staying true to myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't thinking like, damn, did I do that wrong? No, I did the right thing, man. So just staying true, man. And again, and just grinding it out, man. Just taking the high road and the long, you know, taking the high road, basically.
Oh, so dude, back to you on disrespect. How do you handle disrespect?
Man, it's like Comrade said, just with kindness, being true to yourself. And I got principles, so I just stand on my square. You know, I could have, it's a lot of time I could have lashed out and met the anger with the anger, or the energy with that negative energy, but I just kill them with kindness and kill them with righteousness. You feel me? And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing, you know, you can bank around the other stuff, but yeah, I ain't gonna let no dude trick me out of my position, you know?
Right.
Hey, so Damon, what changes have you seen in the city from the time you started to you know, the time you retired?
Man, it's been a whole lot of changes in the city. And when you say city, you mean the city at large, or you mean the city as a government?
The city as a government, like the politics and working for the city.
Right. So, man, city has changed a lot. I think, I mean, I've been there. I was there for about 26, 27 years. And in that time, man, I think we had, I say, several city managers. I done lost count. And then that if you don't know how a city works, your city manager is that's your head honcho, that's the top dog as far as running personnel. Obviously, the mayor is always the top dog for the city, but employees don't report to the mayor. They report to their city manager. He's the only person who can hire and fire you, so to speak. So that being said, a changeover in that position, you can imagine, comes with a lot of changes. Everybody's got their way they want to run something. You get a city manager job, Brother Monk. You're gonna run it your way. Doug, you get a city manager gig, you're gonna want to run it your way as well. You know what I mean? So it was constant change. But it's a good place to be, though. It's a good place to be. But as we would always say, we made a joke: stay open for change. Because you can never kind of get too planted. You know what I mean? In a routine. But I say routine meaning like work routine. So it was always up and down. So that's not the most ideal situation for organization to run. I'll be honest.
So what kind of supervisor did you strive to be?
Man, I strive to be that supervisor that led by example. I don't want to be that guy who tell you go do something, but turn your back and be like, shit, I would never do that. You know what I mean? I was always that guy that I tell you do something, and I see guys frown up, and how I kill that off? I do it myself. Wait, I'm your supervisor, but I'm doing your work. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you it's not about the position. You know what I mean? It's about it's about a team, and we working as a team, man. It takes all parts of that unit to make that stand to move. You know what I'm saying? To move that chain.
Man, that says a lot about your character. So that leads well into the next question. How did you treat employees that reminded you of your younger self?
Man, I would always pull them to the side, holler at them, man. I'd holler at them, let them know, give them the whole scoop, give them the whole story, man. I don't know how many times I told that story, my story, but, I would tell them like, hey, man, this is just the beginning. We talked about earlier about putting your head down and running. I'll always tell them, man, this is just the beginning. Find you a pace and just jog at that pace. You'll know when it's time to sprint, because there's going to be times when you got to sprint. You got to run. You got to hit that. You got to rush that door. It's going to be times you got to rush that door. But right now, just, I would always tell them, man, just do your gigs, and just jog, man. Keep your head up and jog, find your rhythm. But I would always take them up under my wing and tell them my story. And, again, encourage those brothers, man, to go on and seek, higher education or even certifications. It don't have to be, everybody's not made for college, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of certs out there a young man can get into that can make him big time bread.
Lovely. We're about to go to another commercial break, and we'll be back with another round of questions.
Did you ask though? Did you ask about the 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. the secret deal? Oh, don't be moving too fast though. Walk right in like you already know. Walk in chill like what's the deal? They might smile like it's real. Oh, it's real. No live signs, no big display. But the ones who ask get blessed that day. Try and say why you look fly too. Whole outfit got a vibrant new. Don't be shy. Just ask one time. You might walk out feeling extra fine. Friend respect. Wait, you didn't ask? Did you ask though? Don't miss out. 2 p.m., 5 p.m. flow. Every day made it count though. Now you know.
Yeah, I had a question for you, but you kind of already answered it, and I'm still gonna ask it. What does it mean to lead by example to you in real life?
Well, yeah, that's a good one still though. It means actually showing up. It means doing it. Leading by example is exactly as it sounds. You have to lead by the example. You have to be that example. You set the tone.
Man, dude, I'm gonna ask you the same question. What does lead by example mean to you in real life?
Man, so just being true to yourself, doing what you do, you know. Never fake the funk. You know, just stand on your own and just put yourself out there as you is, you know. Don't ever try to perpetrate no frauds. Don't try to make yourself bigger than what it is. Just be yourself. Stand straight up.
So, Damon, what's one decision you made as a supervisor that you most proud of?
Oh man, I would say allowing folks the room, allowing folks room to grow, not being a micromanager. That's what I'm most proud of. That was the best decision I made. Not micromanage my team. Allow my folks to grow, makes a couple mistakes, bounce back from it, and learn.
What advice would you give a young person in Compton trying to find their path today?
I would say, like my man said, find your purpose, man. Try to find your purpose, and if you can't find your purpose, I mean, because not everybody knows what that purpose is. That's what we all kind of searching for in life. Like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? But I would just say, the advice is when it comes to working, don't tell yourself no. I see a lot of brothers. I would be in the community, man, and they see me pull up. I would for years I operated a factory unit, and that's the big truck with the tank in the back and the holes over the front and a reel in the front. It just looks intriguing. Got a bunch of tanks on it and buttons and whatnot. So they see me pull up in that, and I was still a little young cat, so I still have my little swag. I ain't got no more swag now. I done fell off all the way now, but they see me pull up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? I get out, and they be like, "Damn, man, how you know what I'm saying? How I get into that?" I go on and tell them. I'll be real candid with a brother. You know what I'm saying? I tell them how much I'm making everything. It wasn't no secret because I wanted to motivate you. It wasn't a flex. I wanted to motivate you. Like, hey, man, guess what, bro? And I'm at the same liquor store as you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what I was doing at that store, but I was at the same store as you. I'm doing the same things you doing. So, and the first thing they tell me, oh man, I got a record. I got this on my record. I'm like, bro, we got folks that got stuff on their record up there. Don't tell yourself no. Let the job tell you no.
That part. So how important is patience and consistency when it comes to building a career?
Shit, that's the cornerstones. Those are the cornerstones right there. Those are must do's. Those are not can do's. Those are must do's.
Doob, you want to elaborate on that one?
Say that again.
How important is patience and consistency when it comes to building a career?
Oh man, the top right there, patience, man. Because I'm a truck driver, so patience is all part of the game. This is a part of what you include into your life and your character. And patience go build. It's go build perseverance. The patience is the foundation for everything. So if you got patience, you build on that. Everything will come after that. But yeah, patience pretty much is the main ingredient to follow whatever path you choose. And whatever you do, even just living life. That patience is that what they say. Patience is a virtue. It's that virtue. If you don't got patience, then everything else ain't gonna work. Nothing can work.
All right.
Because you're gonna be squandering around looking for something, the next thing that might not fall through and the thing you might run from might be the thing you're missing. You get what I'm talking about? So yeah, that the patience is the first thing, man. It's first building block that you gotta learn. You gotta take heed to. But yeah, patience is the best thing right there.
So Damon, what does success mean to you now after retiring?
Oh man, success to me now is being healthy and retired, being alive and retired. Man, I just went to one of my coworkers' funeral. Guy I work with, he's such a year older than me. You know, he worked to the day he was gone, you know, which is a short life, but nevertheless, you know, it says about that health. Like, you know, I think that's the best flex there is when you get into this age. When you get into your 50s, man, I don't think the flex no more is what car you got or this, all the material stuff, because shit, you're supposed to have that when you're 50, goddamn it. But, you know, and ain't nothing special, you know, nobody can look at that like that's so special, you know. But I think, again, health is where it's at. Like they say, health is wealth. That's where it's really at. And that's, you know, and then also another thing I'll say too, man, is being able to look back on the folks that you've helped. That's, to me, that's a success for me. Those are the successful things. That's what I deem as my success. Being healthy and looking back to see, you know, man, I helped that brother, you know what I'm saying? I look at him now and he on his way up the ladder now, you know what I mean? You know, or, you know what I'm saying? He don't found his purpose. He don't found his swag. He don't found his, how to, you know, he don't figure out how to keep his head down and, you know, found his pace. You know what I'm saying? Seeing all those things come to light, me saying those things and then really seeing people putting them into, you know, install them into their lives and they're working for them. That's success for me.
Okay, I got a final question for both of y'all. First to you, Damon. If you could go back and talk to your younger self, what would you say?
Shit, man, dream bigger. That's what I would say. Dream bigger. Shit, don't sell myself short. I'd have been because I mean I should have been trying to be a doctor or something. Man. I could have been a goddamn surgeon or something, man. You know, and if I would have fell short,
I heard that.
Yeah, if I'd have fell short, I could have been a goddamn you know what I'm saying, a PA or something, you know what I'm saying, which is physician's assistant, you know what I'm saying, still making big bread, you know what I mean? So I think I tell myself, man, just do more, man. Just do more. You got plenty of time to kick back, you know, because we always think that it ain't, you know, oh man, I ain't got enough time. Oh man, shit, man, you got enough time, man. Put it into yourself, dream big.
So, dude, what would you do? Where would you go if you could go back and talk to your younger self? What would you say?
I would have just told myself, because I never really followed my heart. I never followed my heart really in my younger days. But I would just tell myself, follow my heart, let my heart guide me. Because now that I know that it's your heart, not your brain. You know what I'm talking about? So your heart is your passion. It builds everything up. So I would just tell myself, I would follow my heart, follow your heart, whatever you do, and then just let it guide you. You know, a lot of young dudes ain't, you know, they don't believe in none. You know, they misled by thought. You know what I'm saying? The thinking, which it could be the wrong thinking, because that means somebody come manipulate you and tell you what to do. If your heart ain't in it, you know, most likely you ain't gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm talking about? So when people say put your heart first, then that's real right there. But I would have told my younger self, you know, follow your heart, let your heart guide you. That's why I tell a lot of these young dudes, they be like, well, so what should I be doing? Woo, woo, woo. I be like, man, follow your heart. What is your heart telling you to do? You know, start with that.
Man,
So
both of them was great answers. Both of them was great answers. Should have dreamed big, and I should have followed my heart. I'm gonna go to the last commercial break, and then I'm gonna come back with a Bible verse and a short story.
That's right.
All right.
Let's go. Yeah. Go.
On the go, when the go, 6-4. Sitting real on that cut yet, though. Just hit the toe and fresh beer.
Up or get it dry. Compton in a box full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton non-stop. Compton in a box, get Compton in a box. Drop Compton in a box, order Compton in a box. Compton in a box, best deal off top. Compton in a box, pick it up or get it dry. Compton in a box, full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box, rep the city on your block. Compton in a box won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box, made in Compton Compton nonstop. Compton in a box is here, have no fear. Pick whatever level you need in fresh gear. The basic box is $69.99. Get $132 worth of gear to shine. The custom box is $89.99. Get $180 in value with quality every time. Two are made in Compton sweatsuit, snapback cap and socks. And a bonus surprise, laying neat on top. The deluxe box is $129.99. You'll get $265 worth of Compton classics gear design. More value, more style, more Compton, more fly. Dress built for the city and hold your head high. Compton in a box. Get Compton in a box. Compton in a box. Order Compton in a box. Compton in a box. Best deal off top. Compton in a box. Pick it up or get it dropped. Compton in a box. Full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box. Rep the city on your block. Compton in a box. Won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box. Made in Compton non-stop. Now push on over to MICPT.com. Alright, check out the site and choose whatever you might to get the best deals for the best price. Fast shipping to just about any and every way you like. Compton in a box. Get Compton in a box. Compton in a box. Order Compton in a box. Compton in a box. Best deal off top. Compton in a box. Pick it up or get it dropped. Compton in a box. Full of hat, shirt, socks. Compton in a box. Rep the city on your block. Compton in a box. Won't cost you a lot. Compton in a box. Made in Compton non-stop. Compton in a box. Get Compton in a box. Stop. Compton in a box. Get Compton in a box.
Yeah, I like to read this Bible verse. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. Now I got a short story. It's titled The Detour. A young man walked to a job interview. He was confident he knew the fastest route. Halfway there, he found the road blocked by construction. Frustrated, he took a longer side street. As he walked, he noticed an elderly lady struggling carrying groceries. He stopped to help her. She smiled and thanked him. Then she asked him, where are you headed? He told her and she laughed and she said, my son owns that company. Come with me. The interview went well and he was hired. On the first day, he realized that what he thought was a delay was actually God's direction. The road closed wasn't an obstacle, it was an opportunity. And that's just to say, sometime when things don't go our way, we feel like, the path changed and we can't trust it. But trust that God redirected us and he could see what we cannot. And everything gonna be all right. I like to say thank you, Damon, for being on the show. Thank Dude for being on the show at short notice.
Well, I
And
appreciate
we like to thank everybody for tuning in to Bone with Friends. Do y'all want to tell them how they can find y'all on social media?
that. I ain't got no social. I just got a Facebook. My name and Torion, Torrionn, last name Edwards on Facebook. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Damon, you want to tell them how they can find you?
Absolutely, man. You can find me at Dame Dollar Man on Instagram. I don't really do much social media, but I do upload some of my business that I'm into. I got doing some environmental cleaning service. I'm running an environmental cleaning service now, so I do shoot those videos up there, man. So you can check out some of that stuff, and then just kind of like just pure lifestyle stuff. What I got going on. Those stuff here and there. So yeah.
Man, I seen the last time you canceled, you had a big situation going on. You want
Absolutely.
to tell the viewers what had happened and what you had to fix?
Absolutely. So yeah, and I apologize for that, man. But I just opened up emergency services side of my business. What I do is environmental cleaning. It's leaning back to that sewer stuff I used to do years ago. But they had a major incident over in the city of Carson, where at Alameda, and I believe it was 229th, there's a bridge, the underpass there. A car hit a hydrant. And then subsequently knocked out power to the pump that is underneath that bridge. So as it filled with water from that hydrant being knocked down, it just filled up the whole underpass, so you couldn't even drive through it. So we had to go down there and dewater it, open the street back up. As you know, Alameda is the that's the corridor. That's a main thoroughfare for freight and whatnot with trucks. So it was imperative that they got that open, right away. So we were instrumental in making that happen.
Man, congratulations. I salute you on doing a great job, man.
I appreciate
Hey,
that.
look, and I'm proud to say that we grew up together.
We definitely did, man. We definitely did, man.
Man.
How things have changed.
Yeah.
My God.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close. Hey, dude, man, I appreciate you again for coming on short notice.
Man, big homie, I'm here.
And I'm
appreciate
gonna have to
you,
have
bro.
you back. I'm gonna have to have a show dedicated just to you, so I can pick your brain, all that wisdom you got.
Man, I'm here for you.
Man, them youngsters need to hear what you got to say too.
Man, they gotta hear it. Appreciate you though, homie though.
Okay. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in too. This is another episode of Bone with Friends. And tomorrow we having Between the Tracks podcast. Tune in to MICPT Channel 12 Compton. See you later. Peace.
Cool.